in Fernie, and I thought I would go for a little walk and see how you guys are doing with the entire Bible in 30 days challenge. See how things are going. I'll give people a few minutes to log on. This is kind of impulsive. I was going to do it a little bit earlier, but we went out for dinner. So we arrived in Fernie last night. It's just a few hours from home. And my son wanted us to come down for Father's Day. So we're hanging out and we're going to head back to Cochrane tonight. It's about 3 hours away. And so yeah, this is a beautiful little area. I don't know if you could see this, see the mountains back there. This whole area is just surrounded by mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. There's lots of places to go hiking, all kinds of stuff. So I thought, you know what, why not just go for a little walk? Everybody's having a nap. We just had some Italian pizza, so that was pretty good. I thought, you know what, I got to do a video to see how my peeps are doing in regards to getting through the Bible in 30 days. So right now, today, you should be on 1 Kings, and the goal is to finish up 1 Kings, and tomorrow you should be in 2 Kings, and then we will be on track to getting through the entire Bible by the end of the month. We're gonna be pressing hard for the next couple of weeks, so do not fall behind. So how do you fall behind? Well, if you don't read 2 hours a day, you're gonna fall behind. So that's your benchmark. If you're not reading for 2 hours, good luck. It's gonna be very difficult, not impossible. It's going to be hard to get through the entire Bible. And I don't want it to be hard for you. So, yeah, getting some exercise. Yeah, I just had pizza, so you know what? Let's go out for a walk. Hey, look at this mountain over here. Can you see this one? Nice little mountain there. There's actually a ski hill nearby, and maybe we'll come here in the winter time and go skiing or something. It's been a while since I've been skiing, but I think it would be fun. So, again, getting through the entire Bible in 30 days. We started a couple weeks ago in the book of Acts, went all the way to Revelation, and started in Genesis, and now we should be in 1 Kings today. And the goal is to go all the way to the book of Job, and once you're done Job, we're going to go into the Gospels. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. All right, so let's see what the comments are. Hoping we leave before the end of the month. Where's the baby due? Have you picked out a name yet? What? Let's see here. I'm just reading Departure Heavens. Iran's leader may have fled the country. Yeah, I heard lots of stuff is going on with Iran and with Israel. This is a beautiful little area here. I'm going to show you the river here. This is nice here. See if I can flip this over. There we go. So, nice little river. Theoretically, you're supposed to be carrying bear spray. Nobody's seen a bear around here. There's not going to be a bear, I hope. But allegedly there's bears around this area, and you're supposed to actually wear or have on your persons pepper spray, bear spray, and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to sneak down here. See if I can go down here. All right, this is kind of cool. Oh yeah. Beautiful. This is a little bit different than back home, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye out in case you see a bear. I don't know what I would do if I saw a bear. I think you're supposed to stop, drop, and roll if you see a bear. I think that's the procedure. Oh no, that's for a fire. I don't know. I think you run. Scream like a little girl and run as fast as you can. I don't know if that works, but anyways, let's see here. This is in Fernie, BC. So I'll just show you. Beautiful mountains. What I really should be doing is I should really be keeping track of where I'm going so that I can find my way back to the house. But that's okay. If I have to watch this video and retrace my steps, then I can do that. So I wonder if I can cross over this river. I don't know if I can get across here. Doesn't seem to be a place I can jump across. All right. So yeah, so this is Fernie, BC. Beautiful place. We've been here in the winter time. Actually went out for dinner on the ski hill. Nice little place, little restaurant. That was pretty cool. Oh, I'm at a barrier. Can you believe it? Locked. Can't get past this area, so we'll have to turn around. Let's go another way. Well, ideally, to defend from a bear attack, I think you have to be with someone that is a little bit slower than you. And in my family, that's me. I'm the slowest. My wife could out-sprint me, no problem. So I'm just seeing if I can find another trail. Looks like I gotta go around. So, yeah, my son's been here for almost a year, and he said hasn't seen a bear. So let's see what the comments are here. Where the bears are. They're somewhere. Even evil spirits or any kind of thing. Do you believing in evil spirits? I believe in proper grammar. I do believe in that. I believe if you're going to write a sentence, it should make sense and be easy for me to read. Let's see here. Can you do a shout out to my friend Mike Oxlon? Passed away a year ago today. You want me to do a shout out to your friend Mike? Okay, did he live here or something? Let's see. There are hummingbirds. There's ravens, all your typical birds. But in my son's backyard, there was some hummingbirds this morning, which was pretty cool. Pretty nice. Let's see what else we got going on here. So yeah, so back to the 30 days. I know it's a big ask. It's a big request to get through the Bible in 30 days. But this is why we're doing it together to get through the entire Bible. We're just pushing through in the month of June to get through the entire Bible. And then in July, you can take your time. You can take 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, whatever it is to get through the Bible. But once a year, I like to push through. Push through, get her done, son. Let's see here. 47 views, 11 likes. Jesus is coming on the 16th or 17th. Count it. All right, bro. Looks healthy for your age. I am 55 and I do not feel healthy right now because this pressure, we're at a little bit of a higher altitude, I believe, than where I am in Cochrane. So I could tell a little bit. Plus, I was sparring with my son on the trampoline that he had bought for his kids. And we ended up getting in a jiu-jitsu fight where I was fighting for my life. against my son. I got out of the cage. I was a little tired, a little sore, a little tired, but he bought dinner, so everything was okay. So I'm a little bit tired from that. I didn't expect him to attack me because all I was doing was, we were playing crack the egg, and all of a sudden he jumped me from behind. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. It's gorgeous. Give you the full 360 degrees here. More mountains. Like literally we are surrounded by mountains. 360 degrees. Look at this cabin. Very nice. So yeah, it's beautiful here. Oh, look, another pathway. Let's go down this way. Lots of pathways here. So we'll go on the other side of the river. I think this goes a little bit further. So we will explore Fernie together. We're actually taking off in a couple of hours to drive back to Cochrane. He's got to go to church tomorrow, so we're just hanging out for the day, taking it easy. Let's see. Oh, we have some birthdays here. Lou's birthday today. Awesome. Mike Oxlund was a good man, and he did good for his community. Yeah, let's do a little shout out for Mike. I guess he lived in this area. Cool. 2 Kings is King Jesus. The first king is the Father. That's interesting. Quick run for those hills. Yeah, you guys can kind of keep an eye on for me. If you see a bear behind me, maybe just give a thumbs up. Let me know. I don't know what I would do. I probably should have brought some pepper spray, just a little bit, smidgen. But I did have a little bit of like cayenne pepper, a little bit on my pizza that I had, so maybe that helps. Maybe the bear can detect that. Don't know. I guess there's also cougars around here, but they say if there's a bear around, you're supposed to make a lot of noise. So this is why I'm talking as I'm going, so that I don't sneak up on a bear somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So, anyways, what else we got? Vinegar. Wasn't he friends with... Okay, let's see here. I'm just trying to read the comments. It's not always easy. Walking and breathing and reading the comments and talking. Let's see here. Bear some honey. Yeah, that would be good. Moose. I don't think there's any moose here. I don't think there's any in this region. There is deer. I forget what kind, if there's antelope or whatever. I just heard some kind of a weird bird sound. Don't know what kind it is. I guess there could be a Sasquatch around here. Sasquatch family or something, I suppose. Could be. All right, here's where we are. Here's where we are. All right, where are we? Fernie, Tunaksa Nation, Elk River Alliance. Let's see here. Undammed, dam, so you're not supposed to be doing this kind of stuff here. Lots of fish here. But if there's dams, the fish can't get through. Anyways, let's continue on our journey. Let's continue on. Hope you guys, like, this has become an educational video as well. You thought it was just going to be a little video, 30 days through the Bible. But we're approaching a river, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Let's have a little look here. It's a little campground. This is nice. Okay, look, I'll show you this here. There we go. Getting close to the river. This is very nice. This one you can actually go boating out on this river here. Beautiful out here. Gorgeous, isn't it? Lots of people chilling, hiking, camping, having a little barbecue. It's nice. All right, let's see. Don't let the birds get silent when they see the predator. I think so, unless they're warning me, maybe. Could be warning me. All right. Nope, don't do any fishing. Haven't, but I can actually go by my house and fish. Some of the best fishing in the world is about 10 minutes from my house. I often thought of doing some videos by the river, but Watchman River already had that idea of making videos by a river, even though I'm very close to a river. Like I said, 10-minute walk, and I'm right over the river. Let's have a look over here on this trail, see where this goes. I'm just exploring with you guys live. So now we're going off the beaten path. We're going down this trail, see what's down here. Let's see here. Yeah, it is pretty nice here. One of the things I like about this is you can live here, and then in just a few minutes you could be going for hikes, and you can go camping, you can have a barbecue, whatever it is. So this river looks a little bit dried up here. Look at this here. This is a full-blown riverbed. So it's all dried up. So I'm right in the middle of the river. In the spring, it's probably has a little bit more water. There's also a dam nearby as well. All right, so let's see here. What else are we saying in the comments? Ogden, Utah. And it's like that here too. I actually live right across the street from the Ogden River. That's awesome. Yeah, there's something special. Look at that. It's gorgeous here. Something special about living close to a river. I just think it's peaceful. It's relaxing here. Hearing the rush of the water, tranquil. I like it. There's a house. I don't know if you can see this house over here. I don't know if I can zoom in. Look at this. These guys have chairs outside their house. Look how close they are to the river. Amazing, right? Amazing. All right, so I'm not going to go too long. So again, one of the best ways to get through the Bible in 30 days, obviously, is spend a couple hours a day. Spend 50 minutes to an hour in the morning, half an hour in the afternoon, another half hour before bed, and you are done your 2 hours of time. We have learned over the past 3 years, mostly me. When I say we, I mean me. After reading the Bible 20 times in the past 3 years and 3 months, I've learned a few things on how to get through the Bible faster. And one of those is using Kindle, using the Kindle app. You can download it for free, and there's a piece of software attached to it called Word Runner. If you use that, you can actually read through the Bible twice as fast as normal, because you're not distracted by having your eyes jot back and forth all over the page. Instead, you just focus on the words that are coming right at you. So that speeds it up, and you can actually control how fast or slow you read the words. So you might be, maybe your reading comprehension level is about 200. You can actually speed it to about 250, 300, 350, 400, and you'll be shocked that you can actually still comprehend what you're actually reading, because you're not distracted by the folding of the page, the flipping of the page, the cross-references, dictionaries, commentaries, all that kind of stuff. You can actually just read. and you'd be shocked. So that's what I use in these 30-day bursts. I use the Kindle app because I just want the words coming at me, and this is how I can read faster. You could do it with a physical Bible, but what happens is you read a paragraph, and all of a sudden you go back and you reread the paragraph, or you go back a page, and you don't want to do that. That's what actually slows you down. So when you use the word runner in Kindle, you can actually read faster. And if you don't like the single words coming at you, you can actually just read the page and flip the pages over. And some people like reading off of their Kindle tablet or their Amazon Fire tablet, and they find they can actually read books faster that way than a physical copy of a book. So that's my experience, is when you want to get through the Bible faster, sometimes some of these options are available to you, and you can also listen to the Bible as well. That helps. Put it at 1.5 to 2 times speed. If you put it past 2 times speed, the authors start to sound like Smurfs, and I don't like that. Especially when you're listening to James Earl Jones read the New Testament, you want him to sound bassy. You don't want him to sound like a Smurf. It'll be weird, right? So that is pretty much it for today. I just wanted to encourage you as your mentor, your coach, to get you through the Bible in 30 days. Keep plugging away. You're going to see light at the end of the tunnel after next week. You're going to be like, wow, we're so close to getting through the Bible. And then once you know that it's possible for yourself to get through the entire Bible, what happens is maybe the next time around you might take 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever, and you'll find there's actually beauty in getting through the entire Bible. And you could be one of the few percentage of Christians that actually reads the entire Bible. Like, it's like less than 20% of Christians actually read the entire Bible, let alone twice in a year. The percentage goes way down. Like, you might, if you're reading the Bible once or twice in a year, you're most likely in that 1 percentile group, because it's actually mind-boggling that most Christians do not read the entire Bible in a lifetime, let alone once a year. It's a small percentage of people. Just go around, ask your friends, and just say, hey, are you on track to reading the entire Bible this year? Most of your friends will say no, because they have probably Bible reading plans, they're probably reading devotional books, all this kind of stuff that takes away from their time in actually reading the Bible. I don't read devotional books, especially when I'm trying to get through the Bible faster, because really 2 hours a day is not a big ask. It's a big ask if you're reading other stuff. If you're reading other books, you're going to feel overwhelmed, because if you read 2 hours from the Bible, you're like, man, I don't know if I have another hour reading some other book. That's 3 hours in a day. So what happens is you shortchange the Bible, and you read the Bible only for an hour, and then you read another book for an hour. So this is what I'm trying to get you not to do for the month of June. I'm just getting you to just read the Bible, spend 2 hours a day. It's not a big ask when you think about the idea that we are joint heirs in Christ. We have seats right now in heavenly places. We will be judging angels one day in the future. We will be. So why not get good at reading his word today? Especially, look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. You don't get this opportunity in every country in the world to be able to either sit by a river, read the Bible, read it from your home. You have apps. We have everything under our fingertips to read the entire Bible. And most of us don't take advantage of that. We just, for whatever reason, we get entertained. We do everything else under the sun but focus on the Bible. And I think if the Lord were to come today, I think honestly we would wish that we would have read the Bible more. I believe that, because again, If you're not spending time in God's Word, what are you actually doing? And how are you actually winning people over if you don't know the Word of God? Simple, right? All right, guys. That's it for today's video. I hope you got something out of today. I'm going to continue to go for a walk. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye for now.